o'clock on the dot. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Choosing to be in the cool air. Thank you. How are we doing? Mentally, physically, emotionally? We're all right? Anything we want to do today to get all of that out? Maybe get back in? Specific posture, part of your body you want to do today? Let me know. You can always just shout it out. Side plank? Fun. Yeah. Everyone else might hate you, but I love it. I'm just kidding. kidding. It's a class of love, okay? Side plank, love it. Anything else? All right. Down to flow. Upper back, for sure. Yeah, double down. Okay, cool. Shoulders, yeah. All right, cool. Glad we got shoulders, upper back. Glad we got the straps then. Hello, cute fit. And plank, side plank. All right, cool. It kind of all goes together. Strengthen, stretch, open, contract. All right, let's do it. If folks join us at home, drop in the chat what you want to do today. Let's begin. I figured we would start, we're going to do a lot of like what I have planned, and I'm obviously going to infuse what you just offered or what you just requested. But I'm thinking what we'll do is really get into some back bends and to open up the chest, kind of waken us up into this heat so we don't have to be so much like this anymore for the cold, but we can kind of just spread open through the chest. And I love that. Plank is great for that. So thanks for coming. Also, I have up here Kashika. She is observing today. You know, it's the season of observation. So you will see many teachers sitting up here. What she's watching out for is more me rather than you. So she's really becoming a teacher. So she's just trying to take that seat of the teacher. Cool? Yeah? So she's going to be writing down notes. Yeah, thanks. Let's start today on the back. If that feels nice. So as 3 cleans, we do it here. We're gonna flip around so the feet are that way, head's this way. However, if you want, I'm gonna invite you to come to a heart bench. So if you're curious about that, you can just peek up here for a second, and that'll require 2 blocks. And of course, you can come straight to your back if you're not in the mood. So you're gonna bring 1 block to the tallest height, and then the other block right in front of it on the medium height. And then as you lie back, you're gonna bring your shoulder blades on the shorter block. Really allow yourself to kind of lift up and over, and then get your head to rest on that taller block. I'll walk around too, just make sure everybody looks comfortable enough, looks like they can settle. And then once you kind of get yourself on the blocks, or even just down on the mat, it might feel nice to bring the feet together and the knees wide. You get a nice little early hip opener from that. And if you're not in the mood, you can just lengthen the legs nice and long. Stretch out. Let yourself kind of melt and arrive. Take your time to just land. Oh, good, thank you. Land, arrive. Really just doing the work to be in your body. Midday, midweek, sometimes it's kind of hard to come back to center. So we'll do our best to call ourselves back to home from all the places that you dispersed yourself today. Take the time to just soften through the eyes, releasing the creases around the eyelids. Lift your head up for 1 second. All right, cool. Good, yeah, you're good. Allow the jaw to just release, letting it slide back towards the throat. Feel the collarbones get nice and wide here as the shoulders and chest open. And the upper back gets to kind of melt over the blocks or the mat, the surface. Let that awareness kind of fall down the arms and relax any tension in the fingers, the hands. And then bring that awareness back to your center. And just noticing the heart center, noticing the lungs, notice the belly. and how it kind of fluctuates with the breath. And take this time to just take the seat of the observer and just be a witness to the breath without changing, manipulating anything, just being here. Noticing if the breath kind of arrived choppy or short. Maybe it feels long and deep, but just notice. And allow the hips to be heavy into the earth and the toes relaxed. And just start to really notice how the body kind of responds to the stillness. Where are you itching to go? What are you kind of itching to move? And then how can you just return back to the breath, back to your center? And we'll slowly start to draw in a deeper inhale, taking your time to fill the body up. And then open mouth, sigh it out. Taking a deeper breath after that, filling up the parts of you that might have been quiet for a while, and then exhale, let it all go. And as you inhale, can you feel the belly swell? Can you feel the lungs expand and the chest widen? And then as you exhale, can you feel everything kind of hug back to center? Deep breath in, feel the belly fill up, the lungs expand, the chest opens. Exhale, feel everything come up and out as you release. Deep, full breaths. And long exhales. Take the breath all the way down to the hips, down to that root chakra, which extends all the way to the toes. And then feel the exhale draw in that energy all the way up through the crown of the head. And you can keep imagining you're getting breathed into from the crown and letting it travel all the way down to the root. Let it flow all the way back up to the third eye and then back down to the solar plexus, right at the center, to only just float back up to the heart center. From there, we can disperse the breath through the heart and then all the way back through the crown. Just take another deep breath in and let it go. And when it feels good, you can start to sway your head side to side, maybe even loosen up the jaw. Get a nice little massage into the back center of your skull. And on your next breath in, maybe find stillness and reach the arms over your head. Reach towards me. Try to hold on to like a set of fingers, maybe opposite wrists or forearms. Elbows nice and wide. You could even shimmy side to side, moving the shoulders, the elbows. Take a deep breath. And then use the exhale to bring the arms back alongside the body. And you're just gonna press down into the elbows next to you on the mat and start to peel your head and shoulders off the blocks. And you're gonna lift yourself all the way up and then start to fold over the legs. So you'll keep the knees bent and just let yourself hinge. Chin towards the chest. Yeah, knees can be lifted and you can wrap your arms under the legs. Sway yourself side to side and just start to feel maybe the impressions from the block still on the back. Take one more breath in and out. And then chin to chest, roll yourself back up towards the seat. You can sweep around to face me. And then we'll just set the blocks to the side for a moment. But come into a seat that is comfortable to you. Maybe take a cross-legged seat and just switch up your legs into the awkward way. Maybe the legs stretch out in front of you. And then just sit and land where you are, bringing the sits bones down to the mat and hands to the thighs. See if you can lean back as if there's a wall behind you. Yeah, give the shoulders a nice little shrug up and away from the ears. Helps loosen up the jaw. And then for a moment, if it feels good, soften the eyes closed. Tune the awareness back inwards to the center of you. And we'll float the hands to the heart center, pressing palms together in this gesture of self-reverence, honoring the voice within you and the teacher that resides within all of us. Diving deep into the heart to find its deepest desires, purest intentions and highest aspirations. Take all that with you into this practice. And we'll just take a deep breath in. Use the exhale to bow towards your heart. We'll release the hands down, blink the eyes open, and then plug the head back in. Maybe another little shrug of the shoulders. Nice. And then just reach your arms alongside the body. Get some length, some space through the side. Or flip the palms up. Take a deep breath in as you reach up. Press the palms overhead, and then exhale the hands to the heart. Interlace your fingers and spin the palms forward, and then slowly round the spine, chin towards the chest. Take another inhale here, breathing into the back of the heart, the back body, and then exhale, release. Inhale, you're going to stretch the arms tall, reaching up over you, and then lower the palms behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Walk the shoulder blades down the back, and then notice, like I am, flaring the rib cage, knit the ribs back in. Nice. Take a deep breath in, be proud through the chest, and then on your exhale, chin to chest, round your spine, elbows frame the face. Use the inhale to unfurl the heart, elbows wide, start to lift your gaze, lift the bottom of the heart. One more time like that. Exhale, slowly round, and let the hands be like a paperweight on the head, encouraging, not forcing. And then inhale one more time, open up. We're gonna reach the arms up, release the fingers, and then twist to your right. So the right hand will tent behind you, and the left hand can come to the thigh. And as you kind of lean forward, or maybe you're leaning back, can you roll the shoulders up and back? Sit up nice and tall. Feel this lift through the crown of the head, and take a deep, full breath. Use the exhales to twist a little more. Let each inhale lengthen the spine, and let each exhale find a little more of a twist. Just one more round of breath here. On an inhale, slowly unwind, reach the arms out and up. Create space in the side body, and then exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips tent, right hand to the thigh, roll the shoulders up and back, and then send the gaze behind you. And use that right hand on the thigh as leverage for the twist. It's almost like you're pressing thigh into hand, hand into thigh, and then inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. We'll find one more round of breath. Nice. On an inhale, slowly unwind. Reach the arms out and up. Get tall here, and then slowly fold forward, hands to the mat. We're going to climb it forward into table. So you can uncross the ankles underneath you. Maybe pad up under the knees with your blanket. And find your tabletop, hands wide, knees about under the hips, about hip width distance. Toes can be tucked or untucked. And then start to glide into the breath. So as you inhale, lift the hips, drop the belly, lift your gaze for your cow pose. Use the exhale to tuck the tailbone, round the spine, and release your head. Inhale, keep lifting, opening, and just filling up with air. And then as you exhale, empty it all out as you press away from the earth. And just keep moving in these wave-like postures through the spine. And get curious in the body. Maybe asking what else does it want in this practice tonight. Maybe you tuck your toes and start to get some stretch through the soles of the feet. Beautiful. Add any other movements that complement your breath here. Maybe you want to just sit back at a child's pose. Cool it down. Feel the stretch in the low back, the hips. Take what you need. Beautiful. We'll just find about 2 more rounds of breath, exploring, spreading the curiosity, keeping that awareness inwards. And then on your next inhale, take your time. We'll come back towards a neutral spine, coming towards table. Tuck your toes if they're not already tucked, and then walk your hands to the top corners of the mat, stretching nice and long. Now as you press down through the heels of the palms, press them down and forward. And then keep the elbows lifted with a soft bend. Lengthen the crown of the head towards your fingers. Slide the back of the head towards the sky, aligning the spine. And then you're going to dip the heart down, keep the rib cage intact, and then hug the forearms towards each other. So as you press the heels of the palms down and forward, hug the forearms in, and then open up through the heart. Head is like sliding back, rib cage intact. Just one more breath here. Feel the upper back fire up. One more exhale. Inhale, press through the hands, rise up, slide the hands back. Keep them in front of the shoulders. Slide the right leg long, tuck the toes, and then the left leg right after, coming into your plank. Pause for a moment, aligning your downward dog. Soften your knees here, and then when you're ready, lift your hips, come to downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Notice what this feels as you mark your dog in plank. I often have to come back to that and kind of like, I like to say like refurbish my downward dog, clean it up a little bit, get it pretty again. Because sometimes we often get into a short down dog, and that can just hinder the extension that we can offer ourselves in the spine. So take your time feeling it out, sway the head, release the jaw. Anchor into the inner edges of the palms where your thumb and pointer meet. It feels weird, but we're just naturally turn out onto the outer edges. That'll help align the wrists. Nice. Take another deep breath where you are. Open mouth, sigh it out. And then use the next inhale to ripple forward into a high plank. Come to the top end of your push-up. Nice. Press the earth away. Spread through the shoulder blades. And then tuck your tailbone. Feel a lift in the inner thighs. Feel those actions engage the low belly. Now take another deep breath in. On your exhale, tilt forward to the tippy toes. Nice. Lower all the way down to your belly. Align the thumbs with the sternum. So if they're too far up, just slide them back. And now you're going to press into the tops of the feet. Hug the inner heels towards each other. And then inhale, lift your head and heart. Find baby cobra. On your exhale, melt it down. Keep the legs engaged. Shrug the shoulders by your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more time. Inhale, baby cobra, Laghu Bhujangasana. On your exhale, lower it down. Nice. On an inhale, lift up through table. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Let's inhale to float the right leg up to the sky. And then on your exhale, step it through. Catch your lunge. You're going to heel toe your right foot out a little wider. Maybe that right hand comes inside of the foot. Yeah, tent the fingers as you need. And then land or lean weight into the left hand. Bring your right hand to your thigh. Let's open up for a twist. As you press into the right hand, wrap the belly button towards the inner thigh. Soften that left elbow and press down and then reach the right arm up to the sky. Beautiful lunging twist. Can you notch that right hip back a little more? Make space for the left hip point to come forward. Lift the left inner thigh. Take another deep breath. Exhale. On an inhale, slowly unwind. Heel toe your right foot back in line with the hip. Fingertips to the earth. You're going to prop that back heel nice and high. Feel a lift through the back inner thigh. And then when you're ready, hug the feet in towards each other. Use that strength to inhale the arms over your head. High lunge. Beautiful crescent. Soften the shoulders, the jaw, and then send the gaze upward. Let the gaze see where you're going. Keep that back leg lifted. With each breath in, hug the feet towards each other. On your exhales, maybe you bend a little deeper. One more breath in, hug it in. Use your exhale to slowly kick that back foot forward. Lift it up, lift it up. Can we bring left hand to foot? Nice. I haven't tried that one yet. That looked great. Soften the right knee, that standing leg. Hug the left knee in towards the midline. Now lift up through the heart. Let the right fingertips get you taller. And then use an exhale to kick the left foot into your hand. Feel that action kind of engage the belly of the thigh. Let muscle hug to bone. And as you kick your foot back, can you slide the knee forward, but don't let the knee win. One more breath in and out. On an inhale, release and reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, slowly fold in half. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Exhale to hinge. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Spread your toes. Lean forward into the balls of the feet without losing the grip of the heels. Soften your knees, and then maybe you hold on to opposite wrists, opposite elbows, coming into your ragdoll. Sway side to side, maybe forward and back. Nod the head, yes. Shake it, no. I have a tickle in my throat. Sorry. All right, on an inhale, fill up the back body, fill up the back rib cage, and on your exhale, release what you're holding on to. Take a deep breath in to rise up halfway, just to extend through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees to plant the hands, step it back to your plank, and pause. Find those actions. Tuck the tailbone, lift the inner thighs. Now, energetically, try to slide your hands towards your toes. Feel the mid-core fire up. One more breath. Exhale, come forward to tippy toes. Lower all the way down. One more time. Untuck your toes. Press into the tops of the feet. Hug the inner heels together. Slowly lift all the way up for cobra. Extend the arms. Check it out. See what you feel. See where you feel it. One more breath in. Collarbones wide. On your exhale, melt it down. We'll lift up through table, tuck your toes, downward dog. Take a deep, full breath. And then empty it all out. Inhale, floats the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, catch your lunge. Heel toe the left foot out a little wider, nice. And then land on that right palm. Bring left hand to your thigh. Press into the left hand to open up for your twist. Stack your shoulders. Soften the right elbow as you press the hand down and then lift the left arm up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as if you're trying to keep a pencil held, trying not to drop it. Right between the blades, nice. Lift that right inner thigh a little higher, beautiful. One more breath in. Use the exhale to lean back. Nice. Inhale, slowly unwind. Fingertips touch the mat. Bring that left foot back in line with the hip. Prop that back heel up. Lift it nice and high like it's stacked over the ball of the foot. Hug your feet together. Engage the legs and then use that strength to lift you up. Nice. Try to lengthen the sits bones down, like down that back leg and lift the front of the pelvis. Take another inhale to draw the feet in. Exhale, maybe you bend deeper. Beautiful. One more breath in. And then as many hops as you need, hop that back foot in, right hand to foot. Nice. Almost went somewhere else. You saw that? Then shoulder goes up and back. Hug the leg to the midline, knee to knee. And then when you're ready, puff up the chest and kick your foot into your hand. And then try to slide that knee forward just to feel the resistance. Ooh, it got hot in here quick. Take one more breath. Stay with the exhale. Let the inhale release the foot and reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in half. Nice. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step it back to plank and pause. Now you're going to lower your way. So with or without the knees, bend your elbows halfway for chaturanga, taking the heart forward and down. Nice. Inhale, stretch the arms long, come up to cobra. Proud through the chest. When you're ready, send the hips up and back to downward dog. Big belly breath. Sigh it out. Just notice what you feel, where you feel it. Notice the vitality kind of flowing through the body, waking every part of you up. Now when you're ready, float that right leg to the sky. Toes face down, just so the hips stay squared. Flex that right foot and then sweep it through between the thumbs. Spin your back heel down and then rise up to warrior two, arms to a T. Beautiful, heel to heel, heel arch alignment. You already know what you're doing. Now you're gonna lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat. As you do that, that left back hip is gonna wanna come forward. So as you lengthen the tailbone, take the hips back. Feel this outer hip align with that back ankle. I've been hearing a lot of hip flexor stuff, so I've been getting geeked out about that. So when you reach your arms out, maybe you can bend a little deeper into the front knee. Gorgeous. Just be aware of that back hip. Nice. And then shoulders over hips, so lift that right hip as high as you can, and then maybe you can send that front shin deep further. Nice. Now slowly glide into your side angle. Right forearm to thigh, left arm reaches over by the ear. Let the palm face down. And then slide the left shoulder blade back to meet the right shoulder blade. Use your right elbow to press the right knee open, and then press the knee back into the elbow just to feel the adductors, the inner thighs wake up. Beautiful. One more breath in, stretch through the left side of your body. One more exhale. On the inhale, let the left fingertips lift you up and back. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Nice. Look, notice all the space in the right side and keep it there. As you inhale, stack the spine, take the right hip back and then reach forward until you can't anymore. Lower your right hand to the mat or a block. Bring that block inside or outside of your foot, whatever you're in the mood for today. Let the hand be under the shoulder, so it might not be directly next to your foot. Tuck your chin, slide the head back. Hook your tailbone towards the back thigh, and then lean back. Find that imaginary wall. Beautiful. Utthita Trikonasana. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, long breath out, leaning back. On an inhale, slowly pass through lunge. Hands touch the mat. Step it back. You can go straight to downward dog or go straight to a flow. Lowering halfway with the exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, press down into the tops of the feet. Puff up the chest, collarbones wide. Exhale, tailbone to the sky for downward facing dog. Beautiful, deep, full breaths. Listening to your breath, not my cues. It's a great day for Ujjayi breath, so if you know it and love it, maybe fire it up. One more breath in. Let it go. Nice. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through. Catch your lunge, and then sweep the back heel down. Rise up, veer two. Arms open to a T. Caught myself, but we were there. All right, back toes in a little more than that heel. That'll also help with that hip. Now you're gonna take the hips back, and then as you stick your butt back, you'll feel weird, and then lengthen the tailbone down, lengthen the sits bones down. Feel that alignment in the back leg. And then maybe you can bend a little deeper into the front knee. I love how everyone's really processing it, and I'm not just speaking to avoid. Thank you. Reach back for that wall. That'll help lift up the front hip. And then maybe you can go further with the shin. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Use the exhale to glide forward to side angle. Left forearm to thigh, right arm's gonna sweep by the ear with the palm facing down towards the mat. Now you're gonna press that left elbow down into the thigh and open the knee up, but lift your waistline away from thigh. Beautiful, and then make space to spin the heart up. Lean back into the shoulder blades as you spread through the right side. Take another deep breath, Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Use the next inhale to take you up and back to reverse triangle. The left palm faces behind you as you stretch open. Inhale, stack the spine, keep all that space in the left side body. Send the hips back, and then lower the left fingertips to the mat or a block. Let them be under the shoulder, stacking the shoulders. Send that tailbone down the right leg, and then lean your head back. Find that seesaw action in the spine. Gorgeous. Take another deep, full breath as you expand in all directions. Exhale to soften. Use that inhale to slowly unwind. Pass through lunge, hands to the mat. Step it back, go straight into your flow. Or check out downward dog with your breath. Collarbones wide, elbows soft. Notice if they lock, and then roll over to downward dog. Deep, full breath. Beautiful. Kind of notice what you feel, where you feel it. Notice where you are in the body. Where does the awareness take you? Let's lower knees to the mat. Grab some water, maybe check out a child's pose. I know sometimes I have to be a little more aware of the heat. How are we feeling? Too hot? It's okay? Okay, cool. It'll be worth it. Once we get down on the back with the balls, ooh, make my day. I can't wait. We're gonna do what I did last night. I was like, oh, we're doing this. All right, when you're ready, no rush. Come to tabletop. Nourish yourself as you need. You can always meet us where you're at. You're gonna lower down to your forearms. Bring the elbows under your shoulders. And then if you want, you can interlace your hands or the palms can face down. Do what feels best in your arms. And then if your fingers are interlaced, tuck that bottom pinky under. All right, now we're gonna press into the elbows. Press them down to take the navel in and up. Feel a nice cat pose in the spine. Ground through the elbows and hug them in towards each other. Feel the arms engage. Now you're gonna tuck your toes, begin to float your hips up, lift your knees, and then walk your feet in a little closer towards you. Take it where you can breathe, relax your head, and then take a moment as you feel the strength in the upper body, feel the elbows hug in, and then exhale, heels back and down as you soften your knees. Can you take your heart back towards the thighs a little more? Let the head poke through the upper arms. One more breath. One more exhale. Start to walk the feet back. Lower the knees down. Come back to your hands. We're going to sit back onto the heels for a moment. Whew. Sometimes it takes a little more out of you than you realize. All right, wrap those arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Now, to start, shrug the shoulders and then squeeze the shoulder blades. Try not to lose that leveling in the shoulders here. And then bend your elbows and see if you can press your palms together. And then as you do that, without lowering the shoulders, can you just extend the knuckles down towards the mat? Nice, and then squeeze. When you hug the palms, you get more of an opening across the chest. Notice if you're flaring, take the rib cage in, tailbone down, puff up the chest. Just a little counter stretch to dolphin. Take another inhale. Exhale, you can release the arms. Whew, let that go. All right, cool. When you're ready, come forward into table. Tuck your toes. Let's lift on up to downward dog. Pedal it through. Inhale the right leg to the sky. And then exhale, step it through to catch your lunge and lower your back knee. So pad up if your knees are sensitive like mine. Grab your blocks. We're going to bring them inside of the right foot. So feel free to heel toe your right foot out a little wider like we started with. And then when you tuck your back toes and inch your back knee behind you, I'm going to need you to take it one more inch behind you. One more. Just one more. We got it. Open up the pelvic floor. All right, now lean into the blocks and then bend that back knee. Squeeze your heel towards your glute. Yeah, catch a thigh stretch. And just notice here. Now as you bend the knee just like this, can you hug the back knee forward? See how the pelvic floor lifts away from the earth and then drag the front foot back. Feel the legs engage. Lean into your right block, sweep that left hand around for ankle or foot. You have a strap, so feel free to lasso your foot. And then you can stay here, open the chest, drag the back knee forward. Maybe the right hand comes to the thigh. Whoo, hello, front of the body gets to open up now. And breathe where you feel it. Take it to the belly of the thigh. Yes, take your time with that lasso. I want you to feel it. Now, if this feels good, you can stay, but maybe you take it a little further for the balance. Bring that right arm by your ear. Nice. Hug that ear towards or the arm towards the ear, and then hug that back knee forward, right foot back. One more deep breath in. One more exhale. This is when you hate me. And now on an inhale, slow release. Nice. Hands back to blocks. You're going to just set the blocks to the side, tuck the back toes, lift your back knee up, and sweep the right leg around. Shake it out, sway the hips. Take inventory. Notice what you feel. Compare it to the other side. That opening, that expression in the leg. On your next breath, float the left leg high. Sweep it through to lunge and lower the back knee. Let's just get right to the other side. Heel toe your left foot out so the blocks can come inside of the foot. Now we have the setup, so tuck your back toes. We're going to inch the back knee behind us, and then take it one more inch. Cool, and then slowly begin to bend that back leg. Yeah, and this is where you just feel the effects. You feel that stretch right away. But let's get it lower down into that thigh so we don't get the hip flexor as much. Drag the back knee forward. Right foot or left foot hugs back, and then sweep that right arm behind. Maybe capture the foot with your strap or with your hand. Nice. Lift up the chest. Maybe you lift so much that left hand comes to thigh. Keep hugging the legs to the midline. Feel the legs engage. It's like muscle wrapping around bone. And then maybe float the left arm by the ear. Whew. Notice the difference. Bask in the sensation. And drink in the breath. One more inhale. Nice. One more exhale. On an inhale, slowly release. Hands to blocks. Set them aside. Tuck your back toes, lift on up, down dog. Now notice the full self, the full you, opening up the quads, press the heels back and down. All right, we're gonna lower the knees to the mat, and I'm taking us up and down. That's how you know I forgot to sequence that right. All right, grab your blocks. You're gonna sit back onto your heels, and then bring the blocks beside your feet. Go for one of my faves, camel pose. Hate it or love it, all right? All right, come stand tall on your knees, tuck the toes. Bring the hands to the low back. So you can fan the fingers up, but if that doesn't feel great in the wrists, just bring your hands however that feels good on the hips. All right, and then shrug the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades, narrow the elbows behind you. So we always know here, back bends come from the effort of the legs. That's where we can really lift ourselves up, in and up. Now you're gonna hug the knees towards each other like you could wrinkle your blanket or mat. Squeeze the thighs like there's a block. Now use the hands to keep the hips forward and spread the sacrum down. Take a deep breath to lift the armpits away from the hips and lift the heart. On your exhale, take your head back. Inhale, lift the heart to the sky. On your exhale, take the head back. Now you might be at the point where you keep pressing the hips forward. You can keep the hands there or release your hands to those blocks, maybe your heels, 2 options. Now keep the chest lifted, keep the hips stacked, keep the legs hugging in. Deep breath to open the heart. Exhale, maybe the head falls back more. Keep the breath flowing. One more inhale here in Ustrasana. Stay for the exhale, and then inhale, climb the hands to the low back, stand up tall, and then sit back for a moment on the heels. We're not gonna forward fold right away, so just take a moment. Let it out, let it go. Get the weird movements in. Yeah.
So in camel, do you want your hips to stay over?
Yeah, you want the hips over knees. Nope, because then you'll get a great knee stretch or a quad stretch, which is fine, but it's not what we're going for. Yeah. Hips stacked over knees. Great question. Cool. That's why the hands on the hips are great. You keep it there if you feel like you're going to lean back. All right, we'll take it a little further. Actually, no, I have other ideas. We're going to get a little more dynamic movement in it, so we'll sway. So when you're ready, come up towards your knees and then tuck your toes. We're going to start with the left hand on the heel. This will offer space for plank too. And then sweep the right arm by your ear. Now I want you to soften the glutes. They'll tense up, and then hug the knees in and reach the right fingertips back. Hug the thighs in. I know it feels weird. Take another deep breath. Use the exhale to sweep the arm across, right hand to the heel, left arm comes by your ear. Lean back, hips forward, head back. One more breath. Use the exhale to sweep it through. Take it again, left hand to heel, right arm sweeps behind. Soften the glutes, deep breath. Exhale, sweep it through. Take right hand to heel. One more time, each side after this. Reach up through the heart. Exhale, take it back. Left hand to heel, reach it back. Stay for that inhale. Exhale, last one. Right hand to heel and lean it back. Reach back as far as you can, and then when you're ready, slowly come out and come all the way back up. Let's sit, get that out. Feel okay? More upper body back. Okay, cool. All right, now you can bring your blocks forward. Take it forward to table. Tuck your toes, hips to the sky. Let's check out down dog. Pedal it out. It's a great extension after back bends. Walk your feet a footprint forward to shorten your down dog. Go against everything I just taught you. Now, you're going to lean into your left hand. Inhale to lift your heels up, and then you're going to sweep your right arm across to catch the outer shin or the left heel. So the left outer shin or the left heel. Whatever you got, you're going to slowly press the heels down, open your heart under that left arm, and send the gaze past the armpit. Nice. Little twisted down dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release the hand. Nice. Relax the heels, relax the knees. Now we'll lean into the right hand. Inhale to lift the heels high. Sweep the left arm across to the right leg or heel. And then slowly press the heels back and down. Take a peek under the arm and take one more breath in. And out. On an inhale, slowly release. Nice. Now you're going to bend your knees, walk your hands back towards your toes. If your strap is far in front of you, grab it now and then come stand tall at the back of the mat. Woo! Unravel. The forward folds are just hot. They're just warm. Do you have your strap? Grab the strap and we'll use that now. If anyone needs a strap, let me know. I'll bring it to you. Good? I got you. Anyone else? Just one? Cool. All right, take your strap wide, and then step on the strap with your right foot. So you'll kind of step it forward. Now, if you've taken my class before, you've probably done this. I love this king dancer. All right, I'll stop talking. All right, crisscross your strap. Yep, over that foot. Soften the right knee. Got it, Eric? And then step the left foot through. This is a vital step, or else everything's going to be a disaster if we forget this one. All right, cool. Soften the left knee. And then the loose ends on the strap could wrap around your hands if they're just annoying. And then you're going to take elbows towards the rib cage. Start to float your right foot up as you lean into that soft, bendy left leg. Nice. All right, heel comes to the glute. Now you're going to take your hands behind your head and lift your elbows up. You can now connect or take both straps into both hands. And then maybe you hike up on the straps a little bit. Soften that standing knee. Hug the right knee to the midline. Take a deep breath in and puff up the chest. Narrow the elbows like dolphin. Hug them in. And then slowly lift your hands up to kick your foot up. Take your time. Feel the counterbalance. Slowly take the heart forward as you hinge your hips and keep lifting your foot with your hands on the strap. Nice. Hug that right outer hip forward. Left hip crease back. One more breath in. Look at these dancers. And then slowly, slowly release. Woo! Take that strap off the right foot. Shake it out. Feel okay? So again, one of those poses where you're like, zoop. New me. Hello. Bendy, bendy. All right, let's take that straight to the other foot. So you can come back towards the back of the mat. Smooth it out. And then step on the strap with your left foot. Crisscross. Soften the left knee so you can step through with the right foot. Cool. And then maybe loose ends, wrap up. And now you're going to take elbows towards the rib cage and begin to float that left foot up. Take your time with this balance alone. Feel it out. You're going to be rocking on that right foot. It just means you're alive. Find that balance in between it all. Take your moment to float the elbows, maybe collect the strap in both hands here. Now take the time to align that left knee with the hip. Hug it to the midline. Notice if you're splaying open. Nice. And then slowly begin to float the hands up. Hug the elbows in towards the head. Ooh, balance. Cool. And then when you're ready, lift your hands, lift the strap, lifts your foot. Awesome. With the counterbalance, you can hinge for King Dancer, Nada Rajasana. Now just imagine your hands are holding your feet. Like Instagram. Nice. Take another deep breath. All right, when you're ready, slow release. Awesome. Ditch the strap. We don't need it anymore. How'd that feel? Is that okay? Still friends? All right, good. I just got to check in. All right, let that go. Shake it out. Little twists might feel nice after those back bends. When you're ready, just come to mountain pose at the back of your mat. Feel the feet on the ground, about hip-width distance apart. Lengthen the sacrum, or the tailbone down towards the heels, and then roll the shoulders up and back. Feel length in the back body and a lift through the front body. Soften the knees. Take a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. And take 3 full breaths. Inhaling deeply and fully. Exhaling completely. Deep, full breath. And let it go. Just one more round. And exhale, release your arms. Soften the knees. We'll inhale the arms out and up. Press your palms. Exhale to lead with the heart as you fold. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. And then exhale, bring the left fingertips to the floor right in front of you. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Sweep your right arm out and up. Straighten the right leg as you bend the left knee. Press the right thigh back. One more breath in. Reach up. Reach tall through the fingertips. Nice. On an inhale, slowly unwind. Replace left hand with the right. Soften into the knees. Sweep the left arm out and up. I call it golfer's twist. Left thigh back, right knee bends. One more breath in and out. Inhale, slowly unwind. Bend your knees as much as you need to plant the hands, and then walk it forward into your plank. Pause for a moment. Now you can take the hips high, or you can start to flow through a Vinyasa, lowering through Chaturanga. Wait for your breath. Inhale to open the heart, squeeze the heels in. Exhale, downward dog. Let's inhale the heels nice and high. Take your time. Sweep your heels towards the right, toes to the left. Lean into that right hand. Now you're going to slowly stack or stagger the feet as you reach the right arm to the sky. Sorry, left arm. I don't know what I'm doing. I tried to mirror you guys, and now I'm like, I'm not mirroring you. All right, cool. Flex your feet. Yeah, try to pull the toes back to you. Beautiful, MK. Maybe you stack the feet. Maybe you keep them staggered. Now lift your hips up. Lift the right rib cage away from your mat. Nice catch. And then if it feels good here, keep breathing. Fire up the low belly, navel in and up. Maybe you float that left leg high. One more breath in. And out, downward facing dog. Shh, take your time, land with grace, and then open yourself up to what you were just exposed to. Just take a moment, let it simmer, and then we'll take it to the other side. Take your time, wrist icky. Just try to keep pressing into the inner edge of that palm. I'm sure we all feel it. All right, when you're ready, on an inhale, float the heels high. Slowly lean into your right hand. Is that where we are? Or left hand? Left hand, thank you. Left hand, and then take the right arm out and up. Nice. Now, maybe you keep the feet staggered for your Vashisthasana high plank. Maybe you stack the feet. Pull the toes up towards you. Lift your left hip all the way up, lifting away from the mat. Stay here, or maybe float that right leg up. Flex the foot like you could stamp on that wall. One more breath. Downward facing dog, nice and slow. Beautiful, Claire. Hips to the sky. Nice. Let's bring knees to the mat. Sweep the feet around. Come to sit. Lengthen the legs long in front of you. Massage the legs. Let's get some twists in from all those back bends. All right, you're gonna bend your right leg. So a lot of bus stops here, so you'll get off when you feel like it, all right? So that right foot can stay inside of the thigh, but it can also stamp outside. See what that feels like. See if you can get the whole sole of the foot to ground, and make sure the sits bones are grounded. That's like your kind of checking point. Sits bones grounded. All right, sit up tall. You can stay here, flex your left foot, or slide your heel towards your glutes. Again, sits bones grounded, just check in. If not, just release and just come back. Awesome. Foot flat, sit up tall. Now on an inhale, you're gonna reach your arms up wherever you are. Beautiful. On your exhale, twist to your right. So the right fingertips behind you, the left arm's gonna hook or hug that knee into the chest. Whatever you're in the mood for. Hooking, I think, is a little more of an intense back bend, or I'm sorry, twist. And then hugging is a little softer, but you still get a beautiful twist across the body, across the spine. Now sit up tall again with each inhale, and use your exhales to twist a little more. Keep following that pattern with your breath. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Take one more deep breath in. Let the ear tips lift you up like there's puppet strings attached. And then one more exhale to twist. On an inhale, slowly release. Now you're just gonna let that left leg release and go long. Take your right leg out wide, more like ankle to thigh. Yep, lean back onto your hands and then slide your left foot towards you. Cool, and then puff up the chest and you're gonna slide the butt even closer towards your heel. Nice, then lift the bottom of your heart, take it towards the shin. Now you can stay here for a figure four, getting that outer right hip, breathe into it. Or you could take it a step further and maybe you heel toe your left foot across the mat. Totally optional. And then lower knee and stack ankle over knee, knee over ankle. So you might need to scoot your butt back a little more. Cool, check it out. And if you're like, not today, just unwind, rewind. All right, flex the feet wherever you are. Bring blocks with you. You might want 2 blocks in front of you. And then start to walk the hands forward, and you're gonna hinge over your leg. Really, everybody? That's amazing. And maybe you take the blocks where you like them so your head can rest. And then just noticing if you have a floater, like if that right knee just doesn't wanna go down, don't force it. Maybe you support it with a blanket. Everyone's knees down. I don't think I've ever seen a full class in a double pigeon. You guys are cool. All right, and I'm sure Sam Davis is amazing too, doing it at home. All right, keep the spine long and soften. Now, the longer we stay in these outer hip opener stretches, the more time that we have to let the hips soften and we get deeper into the connective tissue, the fascia. Yeah, ditch them if you don't need them. And then you can like really let the muscle smooth out, and then you'll notice you can lean a little further. Maybe you remove a block. Maybe you take it to a different height. Just keep serving your breath and what the body wants or needs. Shoshi, I was gonna say, take them all away. Yeah, take your time. This is, to me, is a lot more intense than one-legged pigeon. That's why I never see everybody do it. This is awesome. Take your time with the breath. Let it palpate into the diversity of the hips. Two more of the deepest breaths. One more inhale. Start to walk your hands in. Lift yourself up. You're going to walk your hands past you so they're coming behind. Lean back and then unwind the legs. Feet to the mat. Woo. Take the feet wide and then offer yourself a little windshield wiper just to release. Notice and bask in the difference between sides here. And how much you can get out of that hip. All right, let's take the, where are we? Right leg long? Right leg long? Yeah, left knee bends. All right, cool. Flex that foot, that long leg foot. And now you can keep it inside of the thigh or you can take it outside of the thigh. Again, just see what works on this side. Sits bones. And now you can sit up tall, stay here, or bend that right leg, heel to the glute. Just make sure you can ground once again. Awesome. Foot is flat, sit up tall. When you're ready, take an inhale to lengthen the spine, lengthen the side body. On your exhale, twist towards your left. Left fingertips behind you, right arm's gonna hook or hug outside of that leg. Wherever you are, find the inhales to lengthen, lift the crown of the head. And on your exhales, twist a little more. One more breath here. And out. On an inhale, slowly unwind. Now we're just gonna let the right leg go long. Slide your heel, ankle towards the thigh. Knee comes out. And then lean back and bend into your long leg's knee. Cool. Slide the glutes forward. Just move through the motions. See what this side's like. Flex your foot and then open up the heart. Soften through the elbows because we're adding a lot of weight onto those joints. And then lift up the chest. Stay here or take it onto that next bus stop. Walk that right foot across and then start to stack your legs. They also call it fire log pose. That's fitting. It's fitting. Flex your feet. Move any flesh side to side. So let the supporters come in. Maybe the blocks help you out along the way. And then when you're ready, walk the hands forward. Hinge over the legs. Take what you need from this side. It just might not be the same. Nice. Full deep belly breaths. Imagining the breath is coming in through the crown of the head and taking it all the way down to that root chakra. Let it spread into the legs, the lower limbs. Let it spread into the sensation within your hips. Maybe after a few breaths, the muscle starts to soften. And you can lower or hinge a little more. Maybe you like where you're at. Two more of the deepest breaths. One more full round. Soften. Slowly walk your hands in, lift your head and heart. Walk the hands past you. Lean back. Ooh, and unwind the legs. I'm open to the sound effects. And then just sweep those knees side to side. All right, cool. We okay? All right, let's sweep around. Feet away from me, head towards me. And then we're gonna lower all the way to the back. Grab your balls. Let's take them out of the tote. Oh, let me know if you need some. I'll grab them and bring them to you. Once we go down, we don't get back up, man. Zit. All right, I'm thinking mid-back, low back. We feel okay about that? You do whatever feels good for you. I'm sure we've done these balls plenty of times, so you take it where you want it, but you're gonna bend your knees and then start to just lift your hips up, slide the the balls, I'm gonna do that a lot, and bring them right above your pelvis, aligning your spine. So right at the top points of those SI joints, the sacroiliac, so the pelvis, and then align the balls with the spine. So we'll go right next to it. Now you're gonna take a moment to lift your tailbone, it's like you're lifting the lower part of the pelvis, and then use an inhale to tilt the tailbone down. So almost think like cat-cow. So as you exhale, lift your hips, lift the tailbone between your legs, and then exhale, lower it down. And just start to feel like the pressure of the balls and kind of what works, what softens, what engages, what contracts. Getting curious. Do that just a few more times. Now you're gonna just let the sits bone, let the glutes just relax down towards the mat and swagger the hips left and right. Very gently, because now you're gonna start to go towards the spine. Thanks so much. And try not to like ride the balls on the spine. You can actually take your hands and widen your balls and then start to sway the hips side to side, and you'll massage those lower muscles within the back. Kind of like lean into what feels good. We'll just do this portion for a few more breaths. Widen, and as you sway your hips, the balls are just gonna keep widening, so you can always adjust them, bring them back towards the spine. Now we're gonna lift the hips a little bit, grab the balls with your hands. Actually, don't do that. Release the balls, with the hands. Keep them under the back, and you're gonna just like glide yourself down the mat. So I want you to feel the balls kind of like massage up and down as well as back and forth. So you'll just glide yourself down. Don't worry about your hair, it's fine. And then, is it just me? And then you're gonna sway your hips side to side so you can massage a little more above the pelvis, so a little higher up towards the mid-back. The arms can come out towards like a cactus or just alongside the body. And then you can keep adjusting the balls as you need to bring them closer towards the spine. And then swagger the hips left to right, and the balls will widen. We're gonna go up one more inch. So if you want, you can always just move the balls with your hands, but then you can also drag yourself down so you can feel the pressure of the balls go up and down those muscles. Walk the balls back towards the spine and then start to sway side to side. We're still like very much like below the rib cage. So just use that as like a point. Now, if it feels good, it'll be kind of weird. You can kind of like ride up and down on the balls. So you can just kind of get up and down those muscles supporting the spine here. I often just get so tight from sitting a lot. And then we'll take like another moment to just bring them where it felt the best. Maybe back down, maybe higher up. Soften the gaze, the jaw. And then when you're ready, press into the feet, lift your hips, and move the balls to the side. You can tote them up if you'd like. Usually they roll away. And sometimes we don't find them, but it's okay. And then when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Notice, feel, breathe. Just be. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you take a happy baby. Hands can land on the shins or the soles of the feet as you bring the knees towards the rib cage, and then just rock side to side. Maybe you lengthen one leg and then the other. Yeah. And then start to lengthen each leg out nice and long. You can set up for a sweet Shavasana, maybe layering up Maybe propping up. If you want to come back to that heart bench or roll a blanket under your knees, maybe fold a blanket under your head. Land where you are, spread out into every inch, every fiber of you. There you go, Claire, I was gonna say. Lift up. And as you start to just kind of fall into the lap of the earth, let's release any more surface tension so you can soften into the space. So maybe you curl your toes, make fists with your hands, scrunch the face, really furrow the eyebrows and take a deep belly breath. Let it all go. Send yourself over into this exploration, exploring the here and now, how you feel mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually. What calls to your attention, right, when you start to lean into stillness. And then how can you bring that attention, that awareness back to your center and ride the currents of the breath. And just keep letting the inhales wash over you and the exhales flow through you. Start to deepen your breath. Come back into the body, slowly waking you up. with gentle movements, wiggling toes, fingers, rolling the jaw, swaying your head. And maybe it feels good to reach your arms over your head as you roll the ankles, the wrists. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. You'll start to bend the knees. And if you're on your back, you can just roll over to one side. If you're on blocks, just begin to build your way up. And if it feels good, you'll start to press yourself up towards the seat or just stay right where you are. End your practice there. Eyes can stay closed as you lift up. Let the breath be even and steady. And we'll gather the hands in front of the heart, pressing the palms together, and just taking this time, come into where we started, back into this gesture, this offering of Anjali Mudra. Letting this practice of yoga kind of crack open the all-knowing and the wisdom that we have within the body, within the heart center, and allowing it to just penetrate the soul, let it seep out into your being, so that when you come off of your mat, you feel entirely you. Lift the heart to the thumbs, shoulders back. And we'll end this practice with the sound and vibration of Om together, feeling free to listen, feeling free to join, but being here rather than separating yourself. Let's start with a deep breath in. We'll start with our cleansing breath. Inhale. Let it all go. And we'll inhale for Om. Let's lift the base of the thumbs to the third eye and then invite in light, love, and peace into your heart. And as you exhale, bow towards yourself to seal in your practice. Thank you so much for being here. Happy hump day. Made it through the week, at least part of it. It's Thursday now, tell you. Wednesday's over, you got your yoga in. Thank you so much. Let me know, please, as always, if you have any questions. Comments and concerns can just, again, go to the front.